Alright, you guys, it was Gucci. It's your boy, SJ K-Dot, the first Black Super Saiyan to ever arrive on this planet. Look, when I go into this video, I'm gonna be really rude. I'm gonna be really rude. I'm gonna just let you know, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest up in this video when I do this. Saw this on Twitter, right? And I want you guys to look at it with me. And just follow me when I say this. Just follow me. If you're a fan of Captain Marvel, for some odd reason, I don't know why you would be, but if you're a fan of Captain Marvel and you don't want to hear nothing hating on Captain Marvel, I suggest you leave now. If you have a dislike for Captain Marvel but is willing to give her a chance in Endgame, stay. Just hear me out. I might be a little rude when I say this, but just hear me out. Let's go ahead and get into this video. This is Marvel Studios Avengers Endgame film clip. You guys, the Russo brothers already confirmed this. There's articles about this, and this is facts. This film clip right here could be fake, for all we know. This could be another falsely manufactured scene that isn't even in the film. I'm just saying. But Russo brothers, they have said they've been lying in their trailers as far as what clips are what. So just know. But let's go ahead and let's get into this. But just know, this clip could be fake. Thanos in that trailer with the helmet, that armor could be CGI and fake. But the toy's already spoiled with the fact that he's going to have armor. But I'm just saying, this scene right here could be fake. This could be a made-up scene in general. This scene might not even be in the movie. But I'm just saying, just remember, some of these clips could be fake. Let's get into it.
He used the stones again.
Okay, so they're able to track that he is using the stones, following the energy signatures, whatever.
Hey. We'd be going in short-handed, you know?
He's still got the stones,
So let's get him.
This right here is an issue, but let's keep going.
Use them to bring everyone back.
Just like that. Yeah.
Just like that.
Even if
Shouts
there's
out
a
Cat.
small chance that we can undo this, I mean, we owe it to everyone who's not in this room to try.
If we do this, how do we know it's gonna end any differently than it did before?
Because before you didn't have me.
Hey, new girl. Everybody in this room is about that superhero life.
I laughed when Rhodey said this, bro. That was extra corny. Hey, girl, just know everybody's about that superhero life. Bro, I wish we had Terrence Howard. Man, Rhodey's the corniest black. He's like the black dude that doesn't have swag, but he's just black in there. You know? I kind of wish Terrence Howard stayed, because at least we would have had a black dude with some swag. You know, charisma, some swag. To keep up with Tony Stark, but Don Cheadle can't keep up with Tony. Man, Robert Downey Jr. got more swag than Don Cheadle. I'm just saying, bro. Don Cheadle's swag is ugh.
If you don't mind my asking, where the hell have you been all this time?
There are a lot of other planets in the universe. But unfortunately, they didn't have you guys.
That's your excuse? There's other planets? Let me say this, and let me say this now. This is the issue with this. This is their explanation for why she's been gone. There's other planets. Originally, you're a human. You grew up on Earth. I don't know why. You're out there in space. In Captain Marvel, she was in space for what? 6 years, lost her memory, right? You would think, hey, I might want to, go home at some point. So you've been gone for more than 10 plus years in the Marvel Universe based off this movie runtime. And you're gone doing this and doing that. And then you want to come and shoehorn yourself in and be all like, now y'all got me. This is basically what this is. Just listen. This scene is basically Nick Fury is friends with the Avengers, right? They're all going out for lunch, right? Nick Fury doesn't tell the Avengers anything, right? He's just like, all right, I'll meet you guys at the restaurant. Nick Fury calls up Captain Marvel. Hey, you want to come to this restaurant with me and my friends? We all gonna be chilling. And then she'll be all like, I mean, did you let them know if I was coming? Nah, it's all good, girl, just come on. And then she pulls up. And then you're like, because realistically, if you're in a group of friends and then your friend randomly brings somebody that was not intended to be part of the group for the day, you're like, what the freak is you? You won't say it, but you're like, bro, who is this? Yeah, but we said it was just gonna be us, bro. Like, come on now, you should have told us that she's coming. It's kind of like that. It's like you just show up and then, all right, let's say they all at the table, right? They eating. You know, Black Widow's trying to talk to her, like, hey, yeah, how you doing? Yeah. Nick Fury walks away, and then Captain Marvel looks away, sees Nick leave. Captain America says something. Captain Marvel goes like, what? Why'd you say that? Huh? And then Captain America's looking at her like, what the freak? You, we don't even know you. You not my friend. You're Nick's friend, but you ain't my friend. It's kind of like that. It's like Nick Fury straight up brought her to the kickback. Nick Fury didn't tell nobody that she was coming to the kickback. She just walks up into the party and she starts ordering people around and dissing people. Not dissing people, but trying to usurp people and be the big dog. Because if this is the excuse that I have been gone helping other planets, then I'm going to say this. Because this is another problem with the Marvel Universe. Thanos, before Iron Man 1, and this is facts, has publicly been going from planet to planet to planet, killing half of the people. That was not on no incognito stuff that Thanos was doing. Everybody knew Thanos was in the galaxy besides people on Earth. Because on Earth, life revolves around humans. On Earth, that's how we think. Life revolves only around us. Now, this is the problem. And it's always my problem with Thor in this universe. Why the freak is Thanos still alive? Captain Marvel, if you was going from planet to planet, helping people, right? Helping people on other planets, I'm just saying. Why is Thanos still alive? I'm sure, and she's supposed to be a superhero, she would get, wind of Thanos. Well, Thanos going from planet to planet, killing half the people, man, I'm finna go up there and pull up and destroy him. Because let's be real, Thanos without the glove is weak. Is weaker. He has the strength of Hulk at that point, but he can still be beat. Now Thanos with the glove is a challenge. So I ask, Captain Marvel, this is my problem. Your excuse is I was helping other people on other planets, but you, who was a human, don't want to come back home to Earth, but you stay in space for 6 years. I'm not saying she has to stay on Earth, but at some point she was gone for this long. Didn't think about coming home at all, coming to see Maria Rambeau, coming to see Monica, say what's up. So she left her friend for 6 years in Captain Marvel and comes back and then leaves her friend again. But she never returns in Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3. She wasn't there in Avengers 1, Avengers 2. She been away this long and hasn't thought about going back to Earth at all for anything. What the freak? You're a human. You grew up on Earth. You would think you want to go visit your home. I get that she was in space for 6 years, but at some point people get homesick, bruh. They want to go home. And this is my problem. If this is your excuse that you was helping other planets, but Thanos attacked Earth in Avengers 1, and I'm gonna tell you guys this much. The only reason the Avengers won in Avengers 1 was strictly because of this. Thor was there. If Thor was not there, the Avengers would have lost that day. The Avengers would have lost that day. And don't say, Iron Man was the one who took the missile into the sky, bro. Thor could have done the same exact thing. Thor could have easily flew over there, grabbed the missile, and redirected it into the sky. Thor could have done the same thing. Iron Man just got to the missile first, before Thor. So, and let's not forget, Thor did most of the heavy lifting. Who was blowing up all them Chitauri ships from the space portal, and then the Chitauri ships was coming through? Who is taking out the most enemies and doing the most? Thor. He was the strongest one there. Hulk wasn't going to end that battle. Hulk wasn't going to be able to redirect a missile into the sky. He wasn't going to be able to do that. Cap couldn't do it. The only people that could have done that was people that can fly. Iron Man or Thor. But Iron Man got to the missile first. But best believe, the only reason the Avengers won in Avengers 1 was because Thor was there. They won because Thor was there. If Thor was not there, and if Thor was not there and they didn't care about going to get the Tesseract and taking it back to Asgard, Thor wouldn't have been there. He wouldn't have. Thor was only there to get the Tesseract and bring Loki back. But that's if in Avengers 1 Thor and Odin said like, whatever, just let Loki go. We don't care. I mean, freak him. But they cared, and it was on Earth. So it was by chance that Thor was even showed up to help the Avengers. But if this is the excuse they're using, I was helping other planets. Freak out of here, bro. You show up right between Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. You get shoehorned in hecka late. And don't do this stuff, Marvel. You freaking bringing this lady hella late. You start saying stuff like she's the strongest in the MCU when that's false. That is completely false, bro. That's completely false. Because I asked, why is she here? Because you don't need her. Because let's keep watching this clip. There's one weapon here that freaking lets me know she's not needed. There's one weapon here that says she is not needed at all. Because what she did in Captain Marvel was something Thor and Iron Man could have done. She blew up some missiles. Thor and Iron Man could have done the same exact thing. I'm just saying. But let's keep going. This weapon right here lets us know that she's not needed. She just muscle. Watch this. Y'all see this weapon here, Stormbreaker? What did this weapon do in Infinity War? And I ask, this hammer is the way we win. All Thor has to do is throw the hammer at Thanos and not miss. It can go through an Infinity Stone blast, and clearly the Infinity Stones don't affect this weapon because Thanos shot a 6 Infinity Stone blast at this hammer. This hammer is resistant to what the gauntlet could do. Thanos shot a 6 Infinity Stone blast at this hammer. And this hammer went through that blast from 6 Infinity Stones at once. Now, in my opinion, that should never happen. The hammer should have disintegrated. But it didn't. And so I'm just running with the logic of Infinity War. This hammer went through a 6 Infinity Stone blast. I don't even think Thanos could turn this hammer into bubbles. Clearly 6 Infinity Stones can't stop it. So how could he turn it into bubbles if 6 Infinity Stones that shoot a blast at it can't stop it? Because it can't. This hammer right here is all we need to win. All we need. But then they want to shoehorn this chick in, who in my opinion does not deserve a movie, before Scarlett Johansson. Marvel, this is where you also messed up at. Marvel doing their women dirty. You did Scarlett Johansson hella dirty, bruh. Kevin Feige, that was disrespectful, bro. To do this to Scarlett Johansson when she deserved the movie years ago, especially in Phase 1, bruh. Kevin Feige, this is where you messed up at. You bring in Brie Larson, who just shown up near the end of the Infinity Saga, with our favorite characters, Iron Man, Cap, Thor. This is really the big traction of the MCU. People like Iron Man, Cap, Thor. Nobody really talks about Hulk, Black Widow, and Hawkeye like that. The biggest attractions of the people we love is Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor of the Infinity Saga. We can all agree of the Infinity Saga, Thor, Cap, and Iron Man are the best characters, the most likable characters. Let's be honest. They're the only characters we really care about. Nobody talks about Hulk like that. Hulk ain't been tight in the MCU for a long time. Who talks about Black Widow and her guns? Pew, pew, pew. Hawkeye in his boat. Nobody talks about Vision and Scarlet Witch like that. The best people in the Infinity Saga is Thor, Cap, and Iron Man. So I'm like this. Scarlett Johansson. And you guys can tell me that this is okay, because this is not. This is unfair to Scarlett Johansson. You're telling me Brie Larson, who just shown up, a freshman, got a role that a senior in, let's use high school for example. A senior in high school that been waiting for this opportunity to join this club or whatever, or do this event, but she didn't have the grades or whatever, or what it took for her to get it in freshman year, right? But this freshman who just shows up takes the role of the senior that has been at that school for so long, and the senior is like, what the freak? I've been working and waiting for this role, and you give it to her? That's what it is for Brie Larson, bro. Kevin Feige, that's hella disrespectful to Scarlett Johansson, bro. You need to put some respect on Scarlett Johansson's name in the MCU, bro. Black Widow may not be all that, but she deserved a movie before this chick. And you give it to her. You give her a movie before. That's disrespectful, bro. That ain't cool at all. That ain't cool in any way, shape, or form. That Scarlett Johansson got sidelined, and you give her a role in this, in a big debut of being the first female MCU movie. What the freak, Kevin Feige? Shouts out to you, bro. Shouts out to you. Good luck with your MCU after, bro. When Endgame's finna be dope. I'm finna vibe with Endgame because they finna have my favorite characters up in there. Captain America. That's it. Captain America. They about to have my favorite character up in there. Captain America in the MCU, bro. That's probably it, but they about to have Captain America up in here doing the most work. Let's be honest. This bland ass face, bruh. Acting skills on point.
Let's go get this son of a bitch.
Yeah. Let's go get this son of a bitch.
If you don't mind my asking, everybody.
Now let's look at this again. This is also the biggest problem with this. This is the issue with Captain Marvel's character. She has the Tony Stark syndrome. And this is why I don't like Tony Stark, period, as far as his character.
Because before
A very cocky and arrogant person. Now, for example, they could fix this, but still to this day in the MCU, Iron Man is still a cocky and arrogant person. He still is. That's just the way he is. He's still that person in the MCU. That's why I still got a distaste for Iron Man. He's still a cocky, self-arrogant kind of dude. Because in Infinity War, this dude has so much pride, couldn't pick up a phone and call Captain America over there, like, oh, you don't understand, Bruce. It's not gonna work, you know. Bruh, did you not, in Civil War, Cap sent you a freaking letter in the phone saying that, yo, you call me, I'ma be there for you, bro. And you over there making it hard to pick up the phone and call him? Call Cap, bruh. That's why they lost in Infinity War, because you wasn't working together. Tony Stark, over there on that solo act stuff. That solo act stuff, not thinking about the team. That's why in Avengers 2, the team and the world almost went to dust because this dude, Tony Stark, built Ultron. He built Ultron without letting Cap, Thor, Widow, and everybody else on the team know. This is the problem with characters like these. They're cocky, arrogant, self-centered, and they don't know nothing about teamwork. Listen to what she says and how she talks to people in this room that she just met.
or you didn't have me.
Did before. It's gonna end.
Try.
If we do this, how do we know it's gonna end any different?
Bruce here got the right mind. We're going in short-handed. We need a better plan. Because what she's offering up, and go back, let's look at what she's offering up.
Short-handed, you know.
He's still got the stone, so.
So let's get him.
So let's get him. That's your plan? Let's just go in there and punch him in the face? And this is what, man, she over there poisoning Cap's head. Look at what Cap says after this.
Use them to bring everyone back.
Just like that.
Yeah, just like that.
Cap over there like, she got a point. Let's go full on assault on a dude with 6 Infinity Stones. Yeah? What? Bruh. Let's just go in there and punch him in the face. Just look. This is why they lost the first time. Just running in there, thinking, oh, let's just punch this guy and we win. No strategy or nothing. They just ran up on him. Look at this, bro.
Eyes up. Stay sharp.
They finna repeat the same thing. This is why in Endgame, I think they're gonna fight Thanos more than once. The first time, if that scene, the clip where Captain Marvel is, saying that, giving up that advice, like, yo, let's just run in there and go get him. Let's run up on this dude. They're about to get beat again. And then they're gonna come back with a better plan to beat Thanos again. That's why I think Thanos is gonna go head up with them twice. or even 3 times. But they finna go head up with Thanos twice. Now, we look at this scene here. They're clearly about to lose, because if their plan is just run in there and go hit him in the face, this is what's going to happen again. Hey, let's just go run up on him, Captain Marvel. You're very smart. Hey, just like Captain Marvel said, let's go get him. Boom. This scene was tight, bro. Thanos was flexing that power. This what this what you should have seen the majority of Infinity War. I don't know how Doctor Strange and them have a better advantage over him, but you got Cap and them over here, and this fight's just like going, what the freak? Hey, shout out to MCU power levels, but you guys just look, bro. They can't go in their full frontal assault again. That's why in Endgame they're gonna make the same mistake they made the first time twice, and then they're gonna get beat again, and then they're gonna understand we need to work as a team. Teamwork. Teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. Captain Marvel, why you offering up plans like these? Let's just go hit him in the face. Let's just go get him. Exhibit A, Infinity War.
There's a small chance that we can undo this. I mean, we owe it to everyone who's not in this room to try.
Black Widow's so sexy, man. She's beautiful.
If we do that.
But ugly Brie Larson got... No, I won't say that. Brie Larson, she does look good in this trailer because she's wearing makeup now. But she gets a movie for my girl Scarlett, who been in the MCU for 10 years, and she just shows up and gets a movie. Thank you, Kevin Feige. Showing the women some love, bro. You know, shouts out to Wonder Woman, bro. You know, yeah. The freak. You gonna give Brie Larson, Scarlett Johansson a spot that she rightfully deserved. At least Scarlett Johansson has the benefit of being in the films and being mentioned in other films. Captain Marvel was not referenced in any other film until Infinity War, bruh. Near the end of the Infinity Saga. And she just shows up. She was not referenced at all in any past films. Are we serious?
No, it's gonna end any differently than it did before.
Because before you didn't have me.
And this shit right here. You blew up some missiles in Captain Marvel. Oh, what? Thor's hammer could have done the same thing you did. Zap, 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 ta. Thor's hammer could have easily destroyed the Kree military bombs and stuff that was dropping down in Captain Marvel. But Captain Marvel was there, but she done something that any other character could have done. Why are you so special? You're strong?
Hey, new girl. Everybody in this room is about that superhero life. And if you don't mind my asking, where the hell have you been all this time?
There are a lot of other planets in the universe. And unfortunately, I didn't.
Yeah, but where you been though? That's your excuse? There's other planets in the universe. Bitch, you fucking human. You ain't never thought, hey, I should go back home and see Maria. I should go back home and, see Monica, see what's up with them, because they family, right? They family. So you, look, first time she got taken away. But she has a chance to return to Earth. I knew this was going to be the excuse. I knew this was going to be the excuse, bruh. And this is my problem with Captain Marvel. This movie retconned and made stuff inconsistent even further, bro. Because then I asked, this is no superhero, bruh. Because if she was a superhero, she would have been took care of Thanos if she's the strongest in the MCU when he didn't have the glove. When Thanos was going around publicly from planet to planet to planet to planet, killing half. That was not no private event Thanos was doing, bruh. You can't hide that. You can't hide the fact that Thanos killed and wiped out half of a planet. You can't hide that. That's going to reach galaxies and people are going to find out. And this is my problem with this MCU stuff. Nova Corps, where was y'all at when Thanos' army was going from... Ah! Where was everybody at? Where was Thor and Odin at, bruh? When Thanos was going from planet to planet to planet to planet, killing half. I wish they should have just went with Thanos, who just wants to go and conquer planets, okay? Okay, that would have been more acceptable. You got a guy going from planet to planet to planet in between 22 movies now, publicly limiting half of the population, bro. And he didn't even have all the Infinity Stones at the time. Thanos didn't get all the Infinity Stones until Infinity War. He had the Tesseract in Avengers 1, but for some reason that dummy wanted to give it to Loki. Here, Loki, go take care of it for me. Bro, this timeline, yo, what the freak is this? This is weird, bro. Thanos has been around this long, and Captain Marvel hasn't dealt with him without the gun, and he didn't even have the glove at the time. Thanos with the glove can easily be defeated by anybody. Yeah, he's strong, but he can be defeated easily. Captain Marvel, I don't believe anything you say, and this is these weak explanations. Thank you, Kevin Feige, bruh. You brought in this character, and you shouldn't have brought her out between Infinity War and Endgame, bro. She should have came before. Because then, if you at least dropped her in Phase 2, then you could have worked around stuff better. But you dropped her in near the end, and you retconned movies that was already established before and made timelines inconsistent now. Look, Endgame could be a good movie, guys, but you guys gotta be real. This movie's about to try to retcon some stuff, and make things inconsistent even further, bro. Captain Marvel already done it. Her being here in low-key is an inconsistency. She never been mentioned, period, in the MCU. They finally announced her in Infinity War, the movie that's part of the finale of the Infinity Saga. And then they finally introduce her, and she's over here they're saying she's the first Avenger. She came up with she inspired the Avengers name. But wait a minute. Let's not go full retard right here. Let's see this. Because hold up. I'm just saying. How does a movie retcon a title? You guys can't deny it. You guys can't deny this, bro. How does a movie retcon a title of a film? This movie retconned the title of this film. Captain America, the first Avenger, bruh. That's false. Captain Marvel was the first Avenger. That makes no sense. She inspired the name. She's by default the first Avenger. And if that's the case, Iron Man is technically the first Avenger. Cap didn't join the team until Cap didn't join the team until he was unfrozen. Technically, Iron Man's the first Avenger, based off the MCU. But like I say, how is this? They made the title of Cap the First Avenger not make sense. Now, if they said it to where Cap inspired the name, then it makes sense. Then Cap's the first Avenger, because he's the inspiration for the Avengers Initiative. You guys can't deny this stuff, man. These inconsistencies, bro. I don't like this. I don't like inconsistencies, bro. Not like this man. What the freak, yo? Freak you, Captain Marvel. You coming up in my movie, trying to be the boss, trying to boss people around, talking about, we should do this. We should go in there and punch Thanos and hit him, cause I'm powerful.
Didn't have you guys.
And like I say, let's just end this for the last time, bro. This hammer right here. This hammer was the same hammer that penetrated. Because watch this. Bro, wait, no. Listen. This is why her even thinking she can overpower Thanos makes no sense. Scarlet Witch couldn't even defeat Thanos, and her powers come from the Infinity Stone. Vision got taken. Vision has an Infinity Stone in his head, and he was taken out by a spear in Infinity War. Two beings that are born of Infinity Stones couldn't even defeat Thanos or his men, his Black Order. So what is Captain Marvel, who has powers born of an Infinity Stone, gonna do? She can't do nothing, bruh. Because if Scarlet Witch and Vision couldn't do it, she ain't finna do nothing negating his power, bruh. Ant-Man going for that hole. Thanos, watch out. Oh, before anybody says anything, this is the issue with this scene in general. I like Infinity War, but this is stupid, bruh. Just watch. Go back and let's look at that glove. Look at that glove. He's clearly shooting energy from all the stones at once. And you're telling me this hammer that just showed up in the film, another problem with Infinity War and how Ragnarok doesn't make sense. Just listen to me, guys. This doesn't make sense. Odin tells Thor in Thor Ragnarok, son, I didn't make you the god of hammers. You are more than a hammer. Right. So listening to what he's saying, Odin is basically saying, you don't need a hammer to be great. Right. That's the message that Thor should have took away in Ragnarok. That's why Ragnarok makes less sense and connects poorly with the universe when it comes to consistently transitioning a character to another film. What did Thor do in Infinity War? He chased after a hammer. Thor is nothing without that hammer in the MCU. You can't tell me Thor is something. He's nothing, bruh. What this movie should have been was Thor trying to practice his powers that Odin let him know he had. Because what did Odin say? You're stronger than me. The hammer is only there to focus power. But Thor has the power. He always had the power. The hammer focuses power. Thor doesn't need that hammer, bruh. The hammer is a cheat code for him to easily bring out his power. It's a cheat code. He easily is able to bring out the thunder and bring it. It's a cheat code. You take away that cheat code that he was using, Thor ain't nothing, bro. He couldn't even defeat Hela. He destroyed his own planet. He allowed for the destruction of his planet to happen. Thor is nothing in the MCU without that hammer. In the comics, he's something more without a hammer. But in the MCU, how the MCU just told me in Infinity War, Thor needs the hammer to prevail. That's what Infinity War told me. He needs the hammer to prevail. And like I say, Thor in the MCU is nothing without his hammer. Iron Man is a character who's something without his suit, and he's something with his suit. Thor, he's just a regular dude that just punches things without his hammer. That's all he is. He's nothing without his hammer. That's what, you know. But back to the Captain Marvel thing. This hammer is 6 Infinity Stones couldn't stop this hammer or disintegrate it. Thanos can't turn that hammer into bubbles. 6 Infinity Stones all at once couldn't destroy it. Now, yes, some people say, oh, he's not using it at full blast because him using it at full blast will crack the gauntlet. That's stupid. Now, I understand him snapping and killing billions of people across the galaxy would break the gauntlet, because that's the gauntlet is doing a lot to affect the ecosystem. The ecosystem of the galaxy is doing a lot to affect it, because you're killing half a billions of people in one universe. You're killing millions of people, not on just on Earth, but on other planets, all at once. Using that amount of power to do that, I see the gauntlet breaking from that, because he's messing with the balance of the universe, the balance of life and death. Doing so, him using a full charge blast to stop this hammer will not crack the gauntlet. That's stupid, bro. Why would you do that? That's stupid. That's a weak gauntlet. That's stupid. It would take a full power blast. Because some people was telling me this. Oh, Thanos couldn't use a full power blast because if he did, the gauntlet would have broke. That's stupid, bro. This is a weak version of the gauntlet, bro. Now I understand him killing half a billion of people in the universe. Makes sense. The gauntlet would break from that. Look at what he's doing. He's killing half of life in the universe. That ain't no feat you can just do and not expect any repercussions. But him needing full power, and if the glove were to crack just because he needs to stop a hammer, that's whack, bro. He could have easily turned the hammer into bubbles. But if 6 Infinity Stones can't stop it, what can him turning the stone into bubbles? What can Thanos turning the hammer into bubbles gonna do? Cause he can't stop it with 6 Infinity Stones. Shouts out to dope MCU power scaling, bro. Shouts out to this power scaling. Man, Dragon Ball Super got better power scaling than this, bro. This power scaling is iffy. Cause this shouldn't have happened, period. I thought this was whack. The hammer that just shown up in the same movie as the Infinity Stones overpowered 6 stones at once. Now you can tell me, oh, Thanos was caught off guard. Yes, he was caught off guard here. Look, you gotta pay attention, guys. He was caught off guard here. I honestly believe that. But look right here. He still shot the freaking blast at the hammer. Like I say, why is Captain Marvel here? This hammer is already with the freak. Shouts out to dope MCU power scaling, bro. They about to bring another person that just punches things into the universe. You already got Hulk for that. You already got Thor. Shouts out to Kevin Feige for shoehorning in Captain Marvel, bro. Freak her movie, bro. That dude trash movie. You don't do stuff like that, bringing in characters this late, bro. And she's over here being bossy, trying to do this and do that, flexing on people. You just met these people, and you acting like this? What kind of attitude of a team player is this, bro? Captain Marvel ain't no team player, bro. She's whack, bro. She's gonna be on some solo act stuff in this movie. You already get that from the way she talks to them. Especially the Rhodey. Oh, there's other planets out there, and they didn't have you, but they had me. Where was you at? What the freak? They're Earth's mightiest heroes. They fight on Earth. From what they know, they didn't know of Thanos' existence. For some odd reason, did Thor know Thanos existed? You guys, did Thor and Odin know of Thanos' existence? Because I'm gonna ask you this: why hasn't Thor and Odin dealt with Thanos before Iron Man 1? And this is my problem with Thanos in the universe and his whole ideology. His mission is to kill half a life in the universe. He's going from planet to planet to planet to planet to planet, killing half a life in the universe. And you're telling me it took 10 years for people to figure out, oh, it's time to fight Thanos. But Thor and Odin has been in this universe before Iron Man 1. They existed before Iron Man was even born. They exist before Cap was born. And Thanos is still alive. Thanos is older than all the Avengers. Well, now he's not older than Thor, but he's older than the rest of them. And then I ask, why hasn't Thor and Odin dealt with this version of Thanos in the MCU? This isn't the comics. This is the movies. I'm going off the movies. Try to make sense of this to me, because I'm like, if Thor and Odin were, peacekeeping, why would they turn a blind eye to Thanos when he's going from planet to planet slaughtering innocent people? I'm just asking, bro. Because this timeline, now that I think about it, what the freak? Captain Marvel, but shouts out to Kevin Feige. Plans have changed. They want to be progressive now. Try to, put women on. But Kevin Feige, bro, you had a woman right here this whole time. Scarlett Johansson. Why does she have a movie now? And this is the problem. You're about to give me a movie of Black Widow after Avengers and Endgame of her going, pew pew pew, pew pew pew. But I just saw aliens. I just saw a freaking big giant purple alien snap his finger and people died. But then we're gonna go to a Black Widow movie of her with no super soldier serum, shooting people and being a spy. You already know what Black Widow 2 finna be, bro. It's finna be some spy film with her shooting guns, bro. I don't wanna see that shit. I wanna see aliens now. I wanna see cosmic entities, Nova, Century, freaking Galactus and stuff, Secret Wars, Skrulls, aliens now. We're at that point. You need to step it up. They about to give us some Shang-Chi dude. I mean, I don't even know who Shang-Chi is. I need some Asian dude. What the freak, bro? The only crazy thing you're gonna get moving forward is hopefully Captain Marvel can bring some good cosmic entities into the universe. Yeah, you got Guardians 3, but nobody didn't care about the Guardians up until they movie dropped. And let's be honest, nobody knew who the Guardians was before they movie dropped. The only people who knew of the Guardians of the Galaxy was diehard comic book fans. That's it. Before the movie dropped in 2014. Only the small diehard amount of comic book fans that knew of the Guardians were the only ones that knew who the Guardians was. No casuals knew of the Guardians' existence ever. Nobody. You. The only way people can, if I say, yo, shouts out to the Guardians of the Galaxy, people will say, yo, the movie. They won't reference the comic characters. They're gonna say, yo, the movie. Because that's how the Guardians of the Galaxy got popular. Off they movie. They comics didn't make them popular. And they was never that popular enough to be household name characters where I can just walk up to a person, say Guardians of the Galaxy, and they say, yo, I know them. The Guardians of the Galaxy don't got what Superman, Spider-Man, Wolverine, Thor, Hulk, or even Wonder Woman guy. I can say Wonder Woman, Spider-Man, Thor, Wolverine, and characters like these, and people will instantly know what's up. And they don't even have to read the comic books and know of these characters' existence, bro. Hell, I can say Iron Man, and people will say, oh, Iron Man. Yeah. You can't do that with the Guardians, but now you can since they movies made it popular. But like I say, bro, if y'all didn't like what I said, it's whatever. I don't really care. This is what I do on here, I just be honest about it. Yeah, I may come off a little blunt, a little rude, but it's whatever. Deal with it. If you can't handle it, move on. If you can't handle what I say, go to somebody else that will sugarcoat this and be all like, I'm glad Captain Marvel is here. She's a great addition to the team. She's the very first female Marvel superhero film ever. There's actually people who think Carol Danvers is the first Marvel female character to ever get a movie. That's false. Elektra. Even though Elektra was trash, Elektra came before Captain Marvel, and she's a female Marvel character. But hey, your boy Kid, I gotta go. Spread that peace, love, positivity all the time. Go spread that peace, love, positivity, and all that jazz. Yeah. Doses. Doses.